What you're gonna do is you need some gravel. Use pennies and some kind of leaf. Some kind of, I don't know, doodad, like those little spirally things that come out. And then I have my needle already threaded with some dental floss. This works really good. It's really strong. It will not break. Then what you have is your fabric. I just have some crushed velvet, pink. It's a little stretchy. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to cut a circle. And you don't need a pattern. You don't need to be precise. Just any kind of circle will do. Okay? Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm folding it in half so that I just make a half circle. So then I don't waste so much room. Alright. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to start cutting kind of the corners off. Nobody's going to know if it's perfect, trust me. Alright, so I'm going to go about right here. And make something that looks like a half circle. Alright. Okay, well, mine's more like an oblong, I guess, but it's okay. It'll be fine. Okay, then the next thing you're going to do is, I don't even know what kind of stitch they call this, blanket stitch, or I don't know. You go in and out like this. You go in and then grab the other side, go in that side and in that side, and you're going to do that all the way around. No rhyme or reason. You don't have to be a seamstress. You just need to get it gathered. I usually go maybe a ½ an inch from the edge. Works good. You don't want to go too far to the edge because certain fabrics will fray, and then when you're pulling it, it's not going to gather. It's going to slide off the edge. So, alright, let me just do this real quick. Just this little ways to go here. Alright, there's the end. Okay, and you can have like a little sack here. See? A little sack. Okay, you want to gather this up a little bit. Because you're going to start putting your filling in. Alright, open that up like that. Do not take your needle out yet. Okay, so here's my gravel. It's a lot of gravel because this is a really big guy, so I'm going to pour all that in. Sometimes I put a little essential oil on there, and then that gives it a nice scent. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to start stuffing. And you want it firm but not overly stuffed. This is from an old pillow, so what you can do is you can go around the outside so that you get in all the corners. I'm trying to rip this apart because it was a big sheet from a couch, so you know I gotta reuse everything. Let nothing go to waste. I use it for my fish tank too, so. Alright. Let's get it all stuffed in there. Alright. I don't know if that's enough stuffing or not, so we're going to pull it a little bit and see. I think we need more yet. Alright. This is one big pumpkin. Yikes! You probably don't want to make it this big. This is more like a pillow. But we'll see how he turns out. Okay. That's just going to have to be good because I think I used most of my stuffing. Alright. Now, I'm going to gather them up. Pull a little. This is where you want strong thread, and let me tell you, because if this breaks at this point, you are going to be not happy. Not happy at all. Alright, gather. Shoot, he could probably use more stuffing, couldn't he? Thinking. Alright, I may have to stuff him with the rest of the fabric. You know, you can use whatever you got. More stuffing. Alright, let's see where we're at. Holy smokes, that took a lot of stuffing. You know, it works better if it's shredded. Mine wasn't. Okay, this is just going to have to be good enough. We'll straighten him out later. Okay, I'm just going to show you the technique. Now, you're going to want to close this hole. So, you don't need to totally close it, but this is how I make a knot. I just go through, and then you bring your needle through twice. Once, twice, and then pull, and that'll make a knot. Okay, now you're going to have to close this up, so we're going to go across. Bring that through, go across this way. Grab over here. Just grab on all the sides until you get that hole closed as good as you can. At any point you can make a knot, which I'm probably going to do right now just because it's easier then to keep going. Okay, so I pull my needle through, and then we're going to go under the thread twice. Pull, and that'll make a knot. And then you don't have to keep holding it. Alright. Okay, so now what makes the cute pumpkin squatty kind of thing is if, let me do one more knot. 1, 2, and pull. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight through to the bottom, put my thread through a couple times, and scrunch this down because this makes that cute little pumpkin shape. See? You squash it down. It's a little lumpy, but I'll straighten that out later. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my, I should have used a bigger needle, but I'm going to attempt to try to catch it on the other side. This is a big guy. Alright, I can kind of feel it. Alright. There. See? Now I pulled it through. I'm going to maybe give half an inch. And then I'm going back up through the top. Ow. Ow. Okay. There we go. Alright. I should have probably did that a couple times, but just for the sake of this video and not wasting your time, I'm going to pull this, catch some fabric, and I'm going to make another knot. Caught that with my thumb, go under twice, once, twice, knot. Okay, see? Now we got that cute little pumpkin shape, right? All right. So we tie that off at that point, but I'm going to go back and catch some more of this. Okay, so now we are going to make the stems for our pumpkins. This is some Sculpting clay. I opened it already. Sculpting clay from Hobby Lobby, and it was $8.99, but there was 40% off or 50% or something like that. So, okay, so here it is. This is a color. It's like a tan or brown, light brown, I would say. Okay, so then what we're going to do is soften it up with your hands. Roll a ball. Like with that. And you want to make it like a cone, kind of bigger at the bottom and smaller at the top. Okay, and then what you'll do is you'll make your base. Squish it down on the table and pinch and press down. Pinch and press down. Pinch and press down. Pinch, press down. Oh, yeah. That looks good. Okay. Alright. Then what you're going to want to do is make some texture on it. Come on. Make some texture on it with, I've used a car key. You can use anything you want. Just kind of make some lines in it. This doesn't have to be perfect. Just get the little goobies off because you don't want them on there. Just make some lines all over. This is going to be twisted, so nothing's straight, just haphazardly, because pumpkin stems are not perfect anyway. I like it really textured because I am going to highlight this in gold later on, and wherever it stands up is where the gold is. Okay, so there we go, got that part. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I want this part to go right, and then we're going to go left with it. So first we're going to twist it, sorry. First we twist it. Give it some whimsy. Twist. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I want it to kind of go this way and then that way. So I'll put it on the table so you can see better. I want it to kind of go this way, and then I'm going to go this way with it, and then I'm going to curve it. Kind of like a whimsical little witch's hat. There. Just like that. Easy peasy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bake it. And then I'll come back and show you. Okay? Okay, so I'm back, and I have 3 of these, all baked, and they're hard now. They're all baked and dried. Then what I'm going to do is just take some gold craft paint. I just happen to have this one, but you can use apple barrel or whatever you have. And then dip your paint. You just want a little bit on there. And then just highlight a little bit just to bring out the detail. Now you could do this with any color. You could go with a lighter brown. I just happen to like gold with my pink. So I'm just going to highlight all the areas. With gold. Don't put too much paint on your brush because then you're going to fill it all in. We don't want to do that. We just want to highlight the high parts and leave the low parts brown. Give it some depth and character. Okay, so there we go. It's not dry yet, but it's going to be very pretty when it is. There we go. One down. I'm going to do the other 2. This one I did kind of, I don't know, just different. You can use your own discretion. If you want them straight up, you can do them straight up, just like a regular pumpkin, but I like to add a little pizzazz. So, there. There's another one. All done. And we got one more. This just takes a second and it adds so much detail to it. Oop. Now if you're doing that buffalo plaid, you could definitely do these black, and you could even tip them in white if you wanted to match. Alright, there we go. There's our 3 little pumpkin stems. Okay, we're going to let them dry and we'll come back and put them on our pumpkins. And here is my stem that I made out of clay, baked it, and touched it up with some gold paint. I'm just going to take a regular glue gun and squirt a bunch in here. And we'll stick this in. Okay, push that down on there. Okay, for the sake, we're just going to let him dry. And then we'll just embellish him. We'll put these cute little things on. I'll put one on each side like that. I'll put a couple leaves on. And maybe some jewels. I've got some of these cute little things. Any broken jewelry, you have some broken earrings, all that works. Okay, so I will come back and show you the finished product.